What's up everyone, welcome to today's video. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today's video is going to be going over Bungie's response to all the bugs and glitches and everything that happened over this past weekend. That's the weekend of September 8th, I believe, or 7th? No, 7th, yeah. 7th to the 9th. So there was a bunch of bugs this weekend, bunch of glitches that were going on, some that people were doing and some that just happened from Bungie. So I just want to specify this video is not a guide on how to do any of those glitches. I'm not really promoting how to do any of them. There's plenty of other videos for people to find if they want to do them, but I'm not going to be showing people how to do them in this video. So this is just going to be going over Bungie's responses to each videos. So kind of an overview. Bungie has addressed the weekly challenge reset glitch that happened on Saturday, the Prime Engram farm that people have figured out, and the biggest, I guess, controversy you could say that going on over this weekend was people glitching into the raid and getting a chest that could reward you with raid gear or raid weapons and along with raid perks. So we're going to start with the weekly reset. This is actually the biggest deal in my opinion. So this link will be in the description below for anybody who wants to kind of review it, read along as you're going with the video, or you can just look here on the screen. But so pretty much there was a weekly reset on Saturday for Gambit, Crucible, and your heroic story challenges that was not supposed to happen. It was only supposed to be the daily reset. So it was a glitch in the UI inside the game that it showed you could complete these weekly milestones again and get a powerful reward. This actually wasn't the case. As many of you know, if you completed these challenges, there are these weekly milestones, you would get a piece of gear, but it was not powerful. It would actually be at your soft cap, so your blue soft cap. And this will actually mess you up for next week's reset. So if you did these activities, say you did them Thursday, they reset on Saturday, even though they weren't supposed to. It wasn't a real reset. And you did them again, you will not be able to complete these activities next week. You will be able to complete them, you just won't get the powerful reward drops. And on the opposite side of that, if you think, oh, well, I can just not do them now and do them next week, it's still going to end up being the same thing. You're still going to miss out on 3 powerful drops, regardless of if you do them now, had done them before Saturday's quote-unquote reset, or if you do them after Tuesday's weekly reset. Now, I don't know what Bungie's going to do about this. You know, they obviously need to get everything in sync as far as resets go. I think they also need to add in a timer in the game of when each activity will reset, maybe add it in somewhere in our inventory. I don't know. So because to me it can be kind of confusing, and every post they make kind of seems like it just confuses more people. So I think they need to add in an in-game timer. And one solution I think they can do to this is just give people 3 prime engrams and spread them out over 3 days. So say on Tuesday you log in, you get a prime engram. Wednesday after daily reset, if you log in, you get a prime engram. Same thing on Thursday, so on and so forth. So this was kind of a bummer, especially with the raid coming out on Friday. You're just missing out, straight up missing out on 3 powerful drops. And it's unfortunate, but you know, I guess you can look on the brighter side, and it wasn't every single weekly activity that got messed up. So going on next, we're going to talk about the prime engram exploit, I guess you could call it. Like I said, this isn't going to be a video guide on how to do it, but pretty much people were finding ways to get a lot of prime engrams and not picking them up so that their prime attunement would not go down, and then pick them all up at once and get a significant power increase. Bungie pretty much said that if you do this, you will lose your prime attunement for an extended period of time. As you can see in bold there, we highly recommend that players do not use this exploit. Players who are earning prime engrams while playing through the game naturally will not be impacted by this issue in any form. So pretty much what this means, you have prime attunement and you have a buff for pretty much an entire day, and you're limited to a certain amount of prime engrams you can get with that buff, but it only starts ticking down if you actually pick up the engrams. So people figured out ways to kind of work around this, and they could get pretty much unlimited prime engrams as long as they were dropping. So some RNG was involved in it, but pretty much if you just farmed long enough, you could get a lot of prime engrams and really raise your power up. So people, I mean, Bungie's saying to not do it, of course. A bunch of people are saying to not do it because it will hurt you later, but to me, I think it will all just balance out. I'm not advising you do it. I'm not advising against it. I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's fine either way. Like I said, it'll end up balancing out. So if you can't get your prime engrams later, it won't matter because you'll already be a higher power if you did do this exploit. And then if you wait till later, your prime engrams will still give you rewards based on your power. So getting to the biggest thing that people have been talking about on Twitter, and I'm assuming on Reddit and the forums. I don't get on Reddit or the Bungie forums. But there was actually a glitch this past weekend where you could get into the raid, the Last City raid, and there was a hidden chest that you could open to get raid gear, so armor, and /or raid weapons. So all you had to do this was, there was a certain path you could take, get outside the map, so on and so forth. And there was a hidden chest that you could get to. All you had to do was have the Dreaming City unlocked. And like I said, this is not a guide video, so I will not be showing how to get there. Personally, I did this. I'm not going for World's First, so I figured, hey, I'll go. You know, it's pretty cool. Get some cool weapons to just mess around with. Not get an advantage whatsoever in the raid. But a lot of people have the opinion that people that did this should be banned. Well, Bungie has clearly stated before that if you find an exploit in the game and you pursue that exploit, you will not be banned. So I don't know why people are expecting Bungie to ban the people who did this, but they definitely are not going to be banned. As they said here, players have found their way into raid spaces and claimed gear from bonus chests. Those chests are being suppressed until we can properly isolate them to raid activities. None of the rewards they have granted will be rescinded, meaning any of the gear or weapons you got will not be taken away from you. So you have them for good now. Like I said, they will provide no advantage for you in the raid. The only argument I could see for people saying the people that did this glitch will get an advantage is if there were certain mods. I'm not going to go into details about them because I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't done the raid yet. But there were certain mods that I guess you could argue would maybe give an upper hand, but I don't think it's enough of a difference. I don't think these mods are enough of a difference from other mods we currently have access to make a difference in the world's first run. The only thing that will give a team an advantage in a world's first run is their team coordination and their ability to figure out mechanics faster than the other teams. That's my opinion on it. It's okay that if you have a different opinion, I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. That's just how I feel about it. I did not find this as big of a deal as a lot of people did. I get a lot of people don't like exploits or glitches in games. I personally don't have an opinion one way or the other. I'm fine with people glitching into the raid. I also understand why people are upset. But to me, at the end of the day, this all boils down to Bungie, and it was a glitch. And at the end of the day, it's their responsibility. I don't blame people for doing it. I don't blame people for being upset about it. So that's my opinion on it. So yeah, like I said, they talked about the raid chest glitch, which they actually quote-unquote fixed. So they just took all the gear out of that chest, so I'm not sure if that chest will even have gear the next time when the raid comes around on Friday. Like, I'm not even sure what they're going to do about that. Maybe they'll bind it to, like, you have to have a key or something to be able to open that chest. We'll see. Prime engrams. So pretty much if you did do this exploit, you won't be able to get gear later. You won't have your prime attunement later, rather. And then the weekly challenge reset. This was, in my opinion, the biggest thing that they talked about today. You know, just missing out on 3 powerful drops the week of the raid is going to be, it's going to be a doozy for some people. You know, that's some people that might have helped them get over 550, which is the rumored recommended power for the raid. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.